Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss on one of the important aspects of CO2 emissions. It's figured carbon dioxide levels. It's actually increase every moment. On the other hand, carbon emission from fossil fuels. This is also increasing from gas, oil, and coal. Carbon dioxide emission 1965 to 2005 industry and development countries, this is also increasing. Is exponentially increasing. Percentage of the global CO2 emissions by country or religion: China 29%, United States 15%, European Unions, India 6%, rest of the world 30%, Japan 4%, Russia Federation 5%. Per capita carbon dioxide emission by the country: United States, Russia, Japan, Germany, China, European Union, France, Mexico, Brazil, India, and Bangladesh. Per capita carbon dioxide emissions by country, and this is very high. Global annual temperatures and animals. This is also increasing in many ways. Shrinking Arctic ice in the Arctic. This is also important, and the sea level rise 1980 to 2012. This is also important. Global temperature trend 19 to 2010, 2021st century. We are observing that this is also increasing. Global temperature trend projected to 2102 scenario. Change in average surface temperatures, low end scenario and high end scenario. The relationship between the level of general greenhouse gas stabilizations and eventual temperature changes. Fossil effect on the climate change: fresh water supply, food and agriculturals, human health, coastal area ecosystems. One even temperature rise relative to the pre-industrial temperatures. So these are the area up to 5 degrees Celsius. This temperature is increasing. Energy related carbon dioxide emissions project 2040, and this is also increasing exponentially. Increasing damage from rising global temperature project. This is a code model, DICE, and INVISE model. Present value of the future $100 cost or the benefit, the effect of different discount rate. Rational scale impact of the climate change by 2080. Carbon stabilized scenario records emission reduction, which is very much important as well. Climate change adaptation needs by sector: water, expand water shortage and desalinations, improve waters and reserve management; agriculture, adjust planting dates and crop location, develop crop varieties adapted to broad higher temperature; improve land management to deal with the flood or droughts; strengthen indigenous traditional knowledge and practice; infrastructure relocation vulnerable communities; build and strengthen sea wells and other barriers; create and restore wealth for the food control, dune in reinforcement; human health, human plans for extreme health, increase tracking, early warning system for the heat related disease, address threats to safe drinking water supplies, extend basic public health service. Continue climate change adaptations need by sectors: transport relocations and adapt transport infrastructure; energy, no design standard to cope with the climate change; strengthen distribute infrastructure; address increased demand for cooling; increase efficiency, increase use of renewables; ecosystem, reduce other ecosystem stress and human use pressures; improve scientific understanding; enhance monitoring; reduce deforestation; increase reforestation; increase mangrove, coral reef and seagrass protection. Alternative carbon taxes of the fossil fuel. Impact of the carbon piece of rental price of the fossil fuel. Impact of the carbon price of the rental price of the coal. And we are observing that CO2 per gallon 8.8, CO2 per tons 0.00889. On the other hand, kg CO2 per short tons 2100, tons CO2 per short 2.1. Impact of the carbon price on the retail price of the natural gas, kg CO2 per 100 tons, and CO2 and many more things. Carbon content of the fossil fuel, coal, oil and natural gases. Impact of the carbon taxes of the gasoline price: 1 gallon gasolines carbon taxed and with price of 2.2 gallon. Gasoline price versus consumption in industrial countries: 2000 to 2000 1200. Determinations of the carbon permit price: carbon reduction option with a permit system, marginal cost of the carbon reduction by the plant placements, unit of the carbon reduction by plant placements, marginal cost of carbon reduction by the energy efficiency, unit of carbon reduction by energy efficiency, marginal cost of carbon reduction by the forest explanations, unit of carbon reduction by the forest explanations. Carbon greenhouse gas adaptation cost curve 2030. Efficiency: improve LED light, improve explanation manager, hybrid car, electricity from blend gas and other industrial efficiency, waste recycle, small hydro, other efficiency, improve new building efficiency, parts pasture, gasland, well and the forest management, wind and solar power, forest restorations, and improve events in international climate negotiations: 1992 Rio de Janeiro UN Framework Conversation on the Climate Change, 1955, 1905 Berlin, the first annual conference to the Patriarchs of the Framework, 1997 Kyoto at the third conference of the parties, 2001 Bonn risk agreement on the terms of compliance and financing, Copenhagen phase to produce a binding past Kyoto agreements, Durban participating countries agrees to adopt a universal legal agreement on the climate change, Paris 1990 195 nations signs the Paris Agreement. Business as usual, Paris plays. Paris climate target and catastrophic impact. Permafrost, East Antarctica, thermohalines, boreals, Amazons, West America, green ice sheet, alpine and coral reefs. There is the different kind of climate change and different kind of things actually happening, and we have to be very much careful about climate change. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.